This is a tribute to Paul Musilli and Buffalo Drum Outlet, who have served Western New York and the Buffalo drumming and percussion community for 40 years, literally 40 years. I was 16 when Paul opened the store, and I'm not now. So Paul has done an awesome job not only servicing the Western New York area, providing people with quality instruments and service and lessons and all of that. But his goal seems to have been not only to make money and do well in the music business and in music retail, but to really plug into the community and serve the community, because that's what he and his family did. We didn't have a lot of clinics in the area. And then Paul brought a lot of that here with some great artists, some amazing artists, providing all kinds of services to Western New York musicians, primarily drummers and percussionists. But also, his business model was not really just selling lots of gear. It was about being connected to the community, which he has done a stellar job of for 4 decades. He gave as much as he got. Whenever I went to Paul personally with anything like a benefit or an opportunity for some advertising or something like that, something I was involved with, I interviewed him once for a Drum Magazine article. Anytime I came to him with something that I needed or that I wanted that wasn't necessarily purchasing something from Paul, he was like, "What do you need?" That, ladies and gentlemen, is how business should be done. And that is what garnered him a really, really loyal clientele over the last 40 years. And many of us are just bewildered and saddened that he is closing. But the good news is he doesn't have to. He wants to. He's retiring. He's going to take a well-earned rest, maybe get involved with some other things. But he did very well throughout the pandemic, throughout all the unrest. None of that has anything to do with why he's closing. He's just ready. He realized, like a lot of people with some time off, that this retirement thing maybe isn't such a bad idea. Paul, we hope that you and your family have a great time with your retirement. Really enjoy your rest and whatever it is you're going to do in future endeavors. We'd like to thank your family as well, because we know that they made a lot of sacrifices to help you, to help us. So we're very grateful for all that all of you have done. We're glad that you're not leaving Western New York and you're going to be around, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. But enjoy your rest, and thank you for an awesome, awesome job. Well done. You will be missed.
Hey, it's Paul from the Buffalo Drum Outlet. How you doing? So we're going to tell you a little bit of the story of how we started the business. And so what happened is in 1979, I was selling real estate, and the real estate market was worse than it was a couple of years ago. And so there was no business. And I was teaching at a music store, Ed Bentley's, with a friend of mine, a guitar player. And we always talked about opening up our own place. And so what happened is that within about a year, Ed Bentley went out of business. His friend bought the building. I rented from them, and that's how we started. I sold a coin collection for about $2,000, and that's what got me started. I used the other guy's credit to get going, and then we sold a coin collection, and I bought some stuff from Pearl. We started with the Pearl franchise, and we went on from there. And then we lasted about 2 years there. They went out of business. I moved to, that was on Harlem Road, by the way. We moved to Walden Avenue at Haller. We were there for 2 years on my own. And then we moved to the place on Walden at Stewart that we were there for about 23 years. And now we've been at this location for 13 years. So some of the highlights over the 40 years that we've been in business, of course, is my customer base. They are the greatest people on earth. We've had the greatest customers. We've had drummers from all over the world. We've done clinics, Vinnie Colaiuta, Terry Bozzio, Carl Palmer, all the greatest drummers in the world I've met, had clinics, had dinner with them. My customers, all the great drummers from Buffalo, Ted Reinhardt among them. And I don't want to miss any names, so there's a million of them. He's one of the ones that everybody knows. And just being in business, meeting people, and hearing their stories. I've had people travel the world. Some of the local drummers that started in Buffalo traveled the world with different bands, and it's just been a great experience all the way through. The reason that we are retiring right now and closing the store down is that my lease is coming due, and I didn't want to re-up. I knew that I hit my age of retirement, and I knew that we still had a couple of good years left, and I wanted to do it before, things I got sick or anything like that. So always spent a lot of time in the store. It's been, when we first opened up, I was working 12 till 8, 6 days a week, and I played in the band 3 days a week. And so we didn't get home till 4 or 5 in the morning. And my wife had, we had the kids, and my wife would say, come on, it's 7 o'clock, let's get going. And I was just getting in bed. So that's one of the reasons that we're retiring. We've got a lot of great equipment down here left. We cleaned out the back rooms. We want you to come on down. Whatever's left, we're going to play Let's Make a Deal.